do you struggle with the pressure of always having to have the answers? In this video, we're delving into the profound teachings of Buddhism and the surprising strength that comes with acknowledging our limitations. Lesson 1. Embracing humility. Being humble is an important part of living a calm and aware life. People often value knowledge, and confidence, so humility can be seen as a weakness in that setting. The words, "I don't know," can make us feel weak, like we're showing a weakness or flaw in ourselves. Buddhism, on the other hand, tells us that being humble doesn't mean lowering our self-worth. It means realizing how big the world is and how little we know about it. Saying, "I don't know," is a very humble thing to do. It helps us understand that no matter how much we learn, some things will always be too hard for us to understand. This doesn't make us less valuable as people. Instead, it makes us more willing to learn, grow, and connect with others. When we accept that we don't know everything, we make room for new ideas to come up, both from within each other and from other people. In Buddhism, this idea of humility is tied to the idea of not being attached to anything. People tell us to let go of fixed ideas, views, and the need to be right all the time. We let go of our need for confidence when we say, "I don't know." This makes us more open and flexible in our approach to life. This makes us less set in our ways and more open to seeing things from different points of view. Accepting shame also makes our relationships stronger. When we can say, "I don't know," we let other people join us in our quest to learn and understand. Being this honest builds trust and respect between people. Instead of acting like we know everything, it shows that we are willing to listen and grow. Being open helps break down walls between people, making it possible for them to connect in deeper and more important ways. Recognizing your lack of knowledge and being humble about it is a brave thing to do. It makes us question our egos, makes us less defensive, and lets us gain more knowledge. It tells us that our journey is one of constant growth and learning, and that not knowing something is not a problem but a way to get to know it better. Lesson 2. Getting rid of the illusion of certainty. Everything changes and nothing is certain in life. This is one of the main ideas of Buddhism, but we often hold on to the false idea of security to feel safe and in charge. We all want to think that we know what will happen, that we have the answers to life's big questions, and that we can see and plan our future. This false sense of confidence makes us feel better for a while, but in the long run it hurts us because it's not in line with how things really are. It helps to break free from this illusion to say, "I don't know." Sometimes, recognizing that we don't know everything is a way to connect with the truth of change and doubt. This truth is freeing in Buddhism because it frees us from trying to control or guess what will happen. We don't have to hold on to a false sense of security. Instead, we can accept that life is fluid and unpredictable. A false sense of security can make people think in rigid ways. Attachment happens when we have strong feelings about certain results, ideas, or beliefs. When reality doesn't match these expectations, we feel angry, upset, or frustrated. We loosen up this stiffness by saying, "I don't know." We become more pliable, open, and able to deal with changes. We don't have to be right or control everything anymore, so we can go through life more easily and with more understanding. We can live more fully in the present moment when we break the illusion of security. Without fear or expectations getting in the way, we can experience life as it really is when we let go of our ideas about how things should be. Being fully present in every moment, without judging or attaching to anything, is what Buddhism means. We can stay in the present, where peace and understanding live, if we admit that we don't know what the future holds. We are taught in this lesson that we should not be afraid of uncertainty, but rather see it as a normal and necessary part of life. We can be open to new experiences, growth, and opportunities when we let go of the illusion of certainty. We become stronger and more flexible, and we can handle the ups and downs of life with more knowledge and peace of mind. Lesson 3. Getting people to be open and curious. "I don't know" can lead to a sense of curiosity and openness, which is one of the best things that can happen. Buddhism says that we should always be looking for knowledge. Being interested in the world around us is one of the best ways to become more wise. We let new questions, ideas, and points of view into our lives when we are ready to say, I don't know. Being curious is a great way to grow as a person. It makes us want to find out more about the world, try new things, and discover new possibilities. Since we know we don't know everything, we are more eager to learn and find out more. Being willing to learn is an important part of Buddhist practice. Having a beginner's mind means going through life with an open, eager, and ready to see things in a new, neutral way. The thought of non-attachment also applies to what you know in Buddhism. In the same way that we are told to let go of material things, we are also told to let go of our fixed views and ideas. When we are too attached to our ideas, or what we know, we stop being open to new things and situations. When we say, I don't know, we let go of our need to be right, and let ourselves be open to all the things we still need to learn. Being open also helps us get to know other people better. We open the door for conversation, teamwork, and mutual learning when we say, I don't know. People are more likely to listen to us, share their ideas, and help us learn from their mistakes. We are all learning and growing together in a world that is kinder and more accepting because of this. Buddhism sees the spiritual path as a process of making new discoveries. We won't know everything or understand all of life's secrets when we get to the end. This road is more about being curious and exploring all the time. You can tap into your natural curiosity and stay open to all the chances to learn and grow that life gives you when you say, I don't know. Lesson 4. Less criticism and judgment. Saying, I don't know can change how we feel about ourselves and other people. Less disapproval and judgment is one of the changes that can happen right away. People often judge others because they think they know what should happen or how people should act. We judge people and events based on what little we know, and most of the time we don't even realize how little we know. Kindness and not judging others are very important in Buddhism. By saying, I don't know, we loosen up our strict ideas about what is right and bad. This makes it easier to understand and empathize with other people. We are less likely to criticize other people's choices or views when we know how little we know about them. We start to understand that everyone goes through life in their own way, and that we might not fully understand what they're going through. People often judge because they are afraid or feel unsafe. We try to feel in control by putting everything around us into groups and judging them when we don't like doubt. We let go of our need to be in charge when we say, I don't know. This causes us to be more sympathetic. Instead of criticizing or judging, we can be curious and open about things, trying to understand instead of condemning. This way of thinking also helps us be less hard on ourselves. We are often the harshest judges of ourselves because we hold ourselves to impossible levels of certainty or perfection. Being more kind to ourselves means accepting that we don't know everything. We learn that it's okay to not know everything, and that it's part of being human to not know everything. Self-compassion is important for your mental and physical health. We learn in this lesson that saying, I don't know is the first step to stopping judging and criticizing others and yourself. It lets us switch from judging to being curious and from criticizing to caring. This change not only makes our relationships with other people better, but it also makes us feel calmer inside. Lesson 5. Letting go of your fear of the unknown. One of the most important things we can learn from saying, I don't know, is how to let go of our fear of the unknown. A lot of people are afraid of the unknown. We want to be safe, know what will happen, and be sure of the way we should go. In Buddhism, on the other hand, we learn that holding on to certainty is one of the things that leads to pain. Life is always unsure, and the sooner we accept this, the happier and more at peace we are. When we say, I don't know, we're recognizing that we don't know something. That's okay. We're just saying that we can't know or control everything. This willingness to live with uncertainty is incredibly freeing. We don't have to think, plan, or guess about the future all the time. Instead, we can pay attention to the present, which is the only moment we really have. Becoming more aware is a Buddhist practice that helps us stay in the present. If we don't need to know what's going to happen next, we can fully enjoy the present moment. Being in the present moment is where real peace lies. We don't waste time and energy trying to control things that can't be controlled. We believe that life will go as it should and let it carry us along without fear or resistance. Letting go of our fear of the unknown also makes us stronger. Life will always be hard, and problems will come up that we can't see coming. We can handle things better when we accept we don't know what will happen. When we know it's okay to not know all the answers, we can handle life's unknowns with more grace and peace. We learn from this lesson that we don't have to be our fear of the unknown. We just have to let it go. We let go of our need to be in charge and find peace in the unknown when we say, I don't know. Our spiritual journey can help us understand this in a way that is very strong and freeing. Lesson 6. Keeping your mind calm. In Buddhism, being mentally calm is important for spiritual growth and health. Worries, doubts, and the need to know all the solutions can make our minds go crazy. This emotional restlessness can lead to stress, worry, and even pain in the body. We can let go of this mental stress when we say, I don't know. Now we don't have to know everything or figure everything out. Letting go of something gives you a deep sense of peace and calmness. It makes our thoughts calmer, more peaceful, and more in balance. When we meditate, we often work on clearing our minds and letting go of things that are bothering us. In everyday life, saying I don't know is a similar move. It clears our minds of the noise that comes from worrying, overthinking, or trying to control what will happen. We can instead rest in the here and now with a calm and clear mind. Being calm in our minds also helps us make better choices. We are more likely to act on impulse or make decisions based on fear or confusion when our minds are on edge. But we are more likely to act wisely and clearly when we go into events with an open mind and a calm heart. In this calm state, admitting that we don't know helps us stay centered, which lets us make decisions that are well thought out. This lesson teaches us that being mentally calm doesn't mean having all the answers. It means being okay with not knowing. It's about being still when things are uncertain and believing that the answers will come in time. If they don't, that's okay too. By practicing mental calmness, we make our lives and the lives of those around us more peaceful and cooperative. It's a deep spiritual practice that can change our lives in many ways. Saying, I don't know, can be very strong. It helps us be more humble, let go of the false sense of confidence, become more open and curious, stop judging and criticizing others, get over our fear of the unknown, and calm our minds. When we adopt this way of thinking, we align ourselves with Buddhist knowledge and make room in our lives for more peace, clarity, and kindness.